welcome back. Another beautiful day in Melbourne. I think today is going to be 24, so pretty warm. And we're just starting out in Collingwood, and today we're going to ride over to the other side of the city, Docklands, and check out the new veloway. The veloway is basically like a bicycle freeway. No cars allowed, no other things allowed, only for bikes. No pedestrians allowed either, so you can't walk across it. We also going to check out, there's a pump track, jump track type of thing right at the beginning of it, so we'll probably ride the veloway, ride it back, and check out the pump track, see how it goes. I don't usually like doing that, like riding the same path, but front and back. But I just check out this person, lucky I caught him. So yeah, didn't look at all, and I couldn't really go further to the right because I heard a car like passing me, so yeah, sometimes you gotta look ahead and just be aware. Just don't expect people are gonna look out for you. But yeah, with riding the veloway there and back, I think there is another route that you can take. There's a bigger loop, but I don't want to super cook myself for the pump track, so it's a little bit of a further ride for me anyway. So yeah, we'll just ride there and back. Should be all right. Get a good sense of it, how it is. Here. Another thing started. This car, I just saw the car up front is turning right, but there was no indicator. So yeah, sometimes you got to predict where cars are going to go too. So pretty funny to start off the ride just like that. After riding a while, you just kind of get used to it. You just you expect people to walk out, or you expect doors to open. Sometimes the door's opening a little bit hard to read, but you can, if there's someone in the car, you can just ride a little bit further away from it. Sometimes you'll get complaints of, I think a common thing is like when a bike rider is riding the bike lane, and then the car will see them riding closer to the roadside of the bike lane. They'll be like, oh, why is the bike so close to the line? Why don't they just ride in more? Well, the reason is because we don't want to get doored, so yeah, take that into account. It's funny, I sound like an angry cyclist complaining about cars and pedestrians, but yeah, it also applies to other bicycles and other electric scooters, or the whole gamut. It doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, it's just like, that's just riding. You gotta, it's just part of the game. You just gotta watch out. If you want to get real safe on a bike, I would definitely recommend riding like brakeless fixed gear. That definitely will tune your senses a little bit and make you look like way further ahead. Make sure you look blocks ahead of what's happening. And then the only other main tip is really just to ride slow. If you are a beginner rider, or like just like you haven't rode that much, don't try to be like Lance Armstrong trying to break some time trials, TTs. I know there's people on the weekend trying to break TTs on like a shared pedestrian and bike path, trying to set the Strava record or whatever, and then get mad when pedestrians or other cyclists ride slow. Like, definitely it's just a mindset thing, obviously doing it in the wrong place. I guess the main tip is really just think about what you're doing. Be considerate of other people, and should be pretty good other than that. All right, no more elitist bike talk. But yeah, here we're just riding through the city, and we rode down past the university, and it was quite cool because this bike path was never there before, and then now it's just a straight shot through, and you actually bypass some of the busier lanes a few blocks over to the right. But I think it ends, just right up here. There's no more, you can see there's no more green. Straight up ahead is Victoria Markets. It leads into that, where I guess is a pretty famous Melbourne market where they have a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables. They have souvenirs and that kind of stuff for sale, as well as inside the building they have like butchers, seafood, and yeah, different types of food. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely worth checking out if you've never been before. So yeah, we just took a left and then we're just gonna ride through the city a little bit, or the central business district. You have all your shops and stuff down on the left, but yeah, we're just gonna ride through and then just cut over the bridge into Docklands. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to check out this veloway. They were, if you've seen some of my old videos, I rode past and they were kind of building it for ages. I think I'm not sure how long it took, but it took years, and they probably spent tons of money on it as well. It looks pretty sick. It's kind of like, it looks like a tube underneath the bridge, like a green tube. Looks super futuristic, and yeah, it looks super fun to ride. So yeah, I try not to get my expectations up, but yeah, we'll see see how it goes. But yeah, at the moment I'm like pretty pumped to check it out. And this bit's pretty fun to just down here. It's all downhill straight to the bridge, so yeah, it's a pretty fun ride. You can kind of go pretty quick on this. And then the pump jump track I've been meaning to check out. It looks super sick. It looks real, kind of like real open, and there's a bunch of tracks to kind of check out. So yeah, I normally would take my Kona up here on the left. You can see there's a tram kind of cafe thing. Looks pretty sick. I need to check that out one day. But yeah, it's one of those old Melbourne trams. But yeah, normally I would take one of my old Konas, like mountain bike dirt jumper type of bikes, just to make it a bit easier on the front end with the forks or whatever. But yeah, I've been riding this bike heaps lately, so it should be pretty fun either way. And this bike's good for the commute, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Either way, it should be pretty fun, I think. Here we're just crossing over the bridge into Docklands. And then yeah, this bike path is super wide as well. It's pretty cool. You can fly down here as well. You just got to watch out for the zebra crossings or zebra crossings where they go to the tram sometimes. So yeah, just make sure you don't hit anyone, obviously. Yeah, I've always liked this view of Docklands as well. It's pretty cool. I know Docklands usually gets a bad rap, like it never really developed into what they wanted to be. I think it just kind of lacks lacks soul, I guess, because it feels kind of manufactured. But yeah, still nice just to check out now and again. And then yeah, we're just riding towards the bridge now. Should just be around just up here. You can see the bike path has already started, and the bike path goes all the way along the dock into the city. You might have seen it from our videos, but then here it leads all the way up to the veloway. And I'm not sure if I've shown you this bridge before. I think I must have filmed it on Instagram or maybe another video. I can't remember if I came out this way with the bike. But yeah, there's this bridge, Green Bridge, which is kind of like a lead-in, and it kind of looks a little bit like the veloway, but it's just a short bridge that goes over the freeway underneath. And honestly, I thought the ground would be smoother for this one. Surprisingly, it has like a lot of grip on it, so it's not that quick. But yeah, probably too particular about gravel and surfaces from skating or whatever. And then here, leading in, you can see this is the beginning of it. It's cycle only, no pedestrians. You'll see some of the signs coming up. It doesn't start here because you can see there's a pedestrian stencil on the ground, but it starts right here. You can see on the top left there the sign, no pedestrians, no anything else. They got more information below. But yeah, this is it. This is basically it. It feels pretty good. It's mainly uphill right now, but the incline isn't too bad. I would say it was a lot noisier than I thought for some reason. I think there is a freeway that goes below, but for some reason I thought just being up higher you wouldn't you wouldn't hear it as much, but you definitely hear it a lot. I definitely like this section of it. It looks super futuristic, kind of like a Stanley Kubrick type of film type of deal. It looks pretty cool. And then you can see they got the green grates on the side there where you can see through to the traffic. But I think, yeah, at the same time, that also kind of lets in all the noise as well, and it bounces off the bridge. So it kind of feels like you're riding on the freeway, but yeah, just up higher. And then the other main concern that I had, or the main thing that you don't read about in reviews or whatever, or no one's reviewing this bridge, but you get a lot of the smog as well. So I think one of the main things about riding a bike is, you get fresh air and you get kind of good visibility on the surroundings. That's kind of like two key things I like about riding in the open. And this kind of, it doesn't let you have both of those. Actually, I do have one more grip with it, is every, I'd say 100 meters or so, there's like gaps in the bridge which kind of like shakes your front end quite a fair bit. It being like a veloway, you'd think they make everything like super smooth for bikes, but yeah, there is certain sections that you get a constant bump, or you got to be super light on your front end. And here it is, just on the other side. We've exited the green pipe over there, and that's basically the veloway. It's pretty decent overall, I'd say. I know I had a lot of bad points to say, but I would say the good points is you're away from cars, so you definitely don't have to stress. You can just kind of like power all the way through, and it's also pretty mellow uphill and mellow downhill on both ends, so super bike friendly. You can definitely go as fast as you want. Here I'm just checking out the other side of the bridge because I thought it was cool. And then also along the veloway there's rails which are kind of like bike height, so you don't have to get off your bike. You can kind of just stop for a break if you need to be. And then I'd say the other really good thing is it's for bikers only, so you don't have to worry about pedestrians, scooters, anything like that don't flow as well as a bike, I guess you would call it. It's not often you get a dedicated cycleway, so definitely psyched on that. And overall, I would say it's probably really good for commuting. It gets you over the bridge, I'd say, in 10 minutes or so, where I think like previously it would have taken a little bit longer. And I'd say that's probably just that would be the main goal of what they want to do, is get people, fast and efficient through that section. And I feel like they've done that. I wouldn't say it's a leisurely ride, because a lot of it looks the same, so there's not too much to look at. If I were to go for like a scenic ride, maybe along the river here would be like way better. But yeah, overall I think they kind of achieve what they wanted to achieve, and people commuting in and out, they would definitely love it. For me, since I'm just riding just for fun, I don't know if it's that cool otherwise, other than like the architectural aspect. Here I'm just riding back, check out the pump track. But yeah, it is a pretty fun ride overall. Definitely worth checking out at least once. Here you got some other riders filming me. I think they didn't want to film me actually. I think there was like another person behind me, but just kind of like ruined their footage with some random dude in it. Quite funny actually. I know how that feels. And then here I'm just crossing over. I kind of got a little bit lost. Like I could see the pump track, but I didn't know how to get to it. So yeah, went this way. So yeah, finally made it. Looks like there's one here and one on the other side over there. If you're game, you can go across this bridge, come down here. I definitely don't recommend it. I definitely went all the way around the long way like that. But if you want. Just saying, I definitely didn't do it. Alright, here it is. Basically just a bunch of rollers. My GoPro's out of battery, so I'll try to film a little bit on the rollers. But yeah, just a little overview. Pretty sure this was the proper way to go. Probably the easier way to go. You come off this bridge and then come around the corner, and here it is. Here I'm just taking all the stuff off my bike before I give it a rip, and yeah, I guess in my mind I thought it'd be lighter and easier. But yeah, this is just taking off the Sunday bag, Sunday stem bag. I just put my GoPro and stuff in there, and taking my lock off the front rack. I ended up carrying the lock in the Sunday stem bag on the way back, so yeah, that made it pretty easy. But yeah, I think what I didn't read about this park is that it's basically for BMX, so I must have missed it or something, but both parks are made for BMX only, so obviously it's going to feel a little bit different on bigger wheels. Alright, here it is from the top. Yeah, these rollers here are a bit more steep than the ones behind me. But yeah, definitely a bit too gassed. Pretty fun though. Let's check out these ones. Alright, here's the other one. Kind of dark under here, but hopefully you can see it. Just like more mellow ones on this one. A lot smaller, I think. Here's the other one, the red one. So they got a couple lines. This is the first line. Pretty mellow. I wonder if you can get enough speed though. I might have to pedal a bit. I'm on the probably second line. Come up here, hit this one. This one's probably the biggest. Or this one. And then hit one of these two. And then the third track. A couple of rollers here. Yeah, that's basically it. A little berm on the rear. Nothing too crazy. Let's see how we go. So yeah, riding the jumps was a little bit weird because I think the transitions, they're built for BMX, so that they were a lot tighter than I expected. But I don't know if it was because yeah, I was just gassed from riding all the way there. And also, yeah, it just could be like a skill issue, just like lost all my skills. So I had to ride it for a bit to kind of get used to it. I think the little jumps definitely were harder, but then the bigger ones felt smoother, smoother to ride and almost like easier. But because of them being big, I didn't want to full send it. I was like too scared to send it. But yeah, I ended up basically just riding around a bit and ended up being pretty fun. You can see I caught a little bit of air off that one, and I was like psyched that I could I found a ramp where I could catch some air, so I decided just to session this for a bit. You can see the massive air I was getting here. Yeah, definitely huge air. But yeah, it ended up being pretty fun. I had a good time. It was, yeah, a little bit tiring for me, but I think if you ride there for a bit and get used to it, it could be really fun. I think just the transitions are tight because they're made for BMX. But yeah, overall it seemed like a pretty fun place. I think if it was somewhere where it's easy to get to, especially for people that park or whatever, yeah, I think it would be a lot more popular. Maybe people who ride BMX, they would love it more if they like live close and it was, yeah, they could like session it all the time. Could imagine it being sick if you had like a crew and yeah, slab of beer or something and just chilled out and messed around. Maybe I'll go back on my Konas and see how it goes on that. But yeah, that's basically it. I just rode back home. I thought this shot was cool. Yeah, let me know what you think of the veloway and the pump track. I also got new stickers in the store and patches and a jumper if you're keen. Shout out to all the people that bought, really appreciate the support. As always, thanks for watching, hope you guys liked it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!